Hello YouTube. Well, no one asked for another Vermeer baler video, but you're getting one anyway. My parts finally came in, so I can replace the some of the worn out parts on my bale tensioning system here. Now, the baler worked flawlessly the last time I used it. What I'm doing here is just replacing some worn out stuff in order to head off future problems. Now the bale tensioning system here, this is the shaft that goes through. This stuff all kind of revolves around that. It's got that arm there. There's a roller in there that the belts go around, and as the bale gets larger, the roller goes up, the arm goes up. That keeps tension on the belts. That's what keeps the bales tight. As the bale is formed, and when the bale is small, these air springs or airbags are what keeps the tension on it. Then as the bale gets bigger, the hydraulic tensioner takes over. My problem here is, I don't know how well it shows up on the video, but the airbags here, the moving parts here all become worn, and this is out of alignment. It can be worse than this, but this kind of moves up and down. There are, of course, these two pins here, and then there are two bushings in here, two bushings in here, two bushings back there, a bushing here, and a bushing here. There are 8 bushings on each side, and of course these 2 pins. So I have all 4 pins and 16 bushings to replace. I don't know, I figured this thing being out of alignment, it can't be good for the airbags. Plus, I just find it displeasing in general to see it worn out like that. So these replacement pins I got from Vermeer. They're 142 bucks a pop. Made me hesitate for a second, but then I figured if you're gonna fix it, might as well fix it right. So we'll get that done. Before I do that, I want to finish my V-rake. The last time I was raking hay, I blew a tire on my V-rake, and I don't have any decent used 15-inch tires around. Decent used 15s are hard to come by in my area. 30 years ago, every half-ton truck on the road had 15s. Now almost nothing uses 15s. So I went on the interwebs and ordered a new pair of these 195/60 R15 tires. This thing really needed some lower profile tires than it had on it anyway, and these tires I got delivered. They were delivered here for a little over 100 bucks for the pair of them, so that didn't hurt too bad. I got one done a few days ago. The other one I needed to go to town and pick up a new inner tube for that one. I've got that, so I can get this back together and get it out of my way. Then I'll get to work on the baler. All right, this morning I'm here in the barn. The second part of my baler repair video didn't turn out. I apologize for that, but it was really easy. It was just a matter of taking 2 bolts and 2 roll pins out on each side. It went really quick, really well. Everything was really good. And again, I apologize that the video didn't turn out for that. But like I said, I'm here in the barn this morning. It's starting to sprinkle outside, and there's quite a bit of rain on the radar heading our way, which is good. We need it really badly. But I'm going to take advantage of this rainy day and start to take the 2000 Ford apart, see what we got here. The first thing I need to do is jack up the back end of the tractor and get it blocked up, because both valve stems are leaking and it's dribbling calcium chloride here out of my floor. So I need to get it jacked up, get the tires rotated to where the valve stems are on top so it quits peeing on my shop floor. Okay, I've got the sheet metal off and the radiator off of it. Sheet metal stacked up in the corner there. The radiator looks like it's starting to get a little rotten, so I'll probably replace that. Unlike my Alice Chalmers 170, I believe I can still get these. So that's good. I took the carburetor off. It doesn't look too scary. The fuel had been shut off. And so far I've drained about 3 gallons of fairly respectable looking antifreeze out of it, which is a good sign. Just to review for those folks who didn't see my last video where I brought this home, this is a 1970 Ford 2000. It had been sitting outside, parked outside for 10 years plus. The engine was full of water. When I pulled the drain plug on the oil pan, I got like 3 gallons of water and 5 quarts of oil out of it. So right now I'm going to trying to determine if the engine is, what kind of shape it's in, if I can rebuild it or if I have to search for another engine. I'm ready right now to kind of get down to the nitty gritty. I'm going to pull the intake manifold off because I think it would be, make things a little easier. Then I'll pull the head off, and that's probably what I'll get accomplished today. That'll tell me a lot. So we'll get going on that. Well, it's not pretty. The number 2 exhaust valve is stuck open. It was open, which means all the rain that came down the exhaust went directly into the number 2 cylinder, and it's extremely heavily rusted, not just surface rust. And the pistons, it all looks pretty crappy. So there's no way this block will be able to be used without being bored. These are a sleeveless engine, there are no sleeves in them. And then, of course, what concerns me is being exposed, having all the water in it all those years. I'm concerned about water having frozen and cracked something, so I don't know. Right now I'm still leaning towards finding a different engine for this thing, but I've got plenty of time. I don't plan on having this thing running until next spring, so I'll think things over and see what happens. In the meantime, it's been raining here for several hours, and I'm enjoying that very much. So I'm overdue to go in the house for lunch, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So don't know when the next installment of this series will be, but whenever it is, we'll bring you back. So until then, everyone out there, have a good day.